Hey, youngster, come here.
My name's Henry. Thank you for taking care of me here.
My name's Peshek, and I'm the miller here. You've already met my niece, Teresa. She took care of you for 2 whole weeks while you were in limbo. And talking of you being at death's door, while you were lying here, you worked up quite a bill with the bloodletter, who came now and again to keep you alive with his potions. That quack doesn't come cheap. I paid him what I could, but I still, that is, you still owe him.
I see. Well, it's better to be in debt than to lie dead in a ditch. What do I owe? I'm not afraid of hard work.
You won't pay for that shoveling manure. I might have a better job for you. And it's not something any fool can do. If you prove to me you're a clever lad, I might trust you with something you could really make money from. What do you say?
Well, what would you need from me?
A trifle. Just to take something from someone and bring it to someone else. And not get caught while you're doing it.
That sounds straightforward enough. Except for not get caught. Why would anyone want to catch me?
Oh, don't worry. It's just a job like any other. Only this one requires, let's say, the right moral disposition. Do corpses bother you?
No honourable man should touch them. That's the executioner's job.
Did you expect I'd give you a hoe and send you out to the fields? You can dig all right, but somewhere else. I want to know whether you're going to hide behind some stupid fucking scruples, or if you might be useful for more unconventional work.
I was prepared for just about anything, but that's a bit much. But go on. Tell me more.
Listen, it's about this ring my mate Wojciech, the Kohelnitz miller, had his eye on. Trouble is, they buried the ring by the gibbet along with the villain they hung while he was wearing it.
Jesus Christ. You want me to dig up a corpse, take a ring from it, and give it to your friend in Kohelnitz? Is nothing sacred to you?
Money first, morals later. That fellow is dead. He won't miss it. Whatever bleeding heart came up with the idea that it's disrespectful to disturb a corpse never read the Bible. It's still a human body, only it's missing a soul. Why be disgusted by something created by God?
I think I've already heard more than I need to know. You've got the tongue of the devil himself. If you tried hard enough, I bet you could justify sodomy with a goat.
Watch your mouth, boy. There's a shovel here around the mill somewhere. If there's any problem, come and see me. And here's something on the side to make you dig better.
Thanks. I'll need it. I can't believe I've come to this. Digging up corpses.
Oh, and watch out for the executioner and his hounds. They're pretty savage. And I don't just mean the dogs. You can just throw them some meat. The dogs, that is. But the executioner? Well, don't vex him.
Дратути, дратути. Блин, вот эта фигня раздражает. Вот. Самопроизвольно меню паузы включается, вообще не могу понять. Ну, это, видимо, все-таки проблемы первого дня релиза. Не знаю, еще встречалась у кого-нибудь эта ерундистика или нет. Так. Я поставил настройки графики на высокие, и особой разницы со средними, честно говоря, не вижу. Надо будет вернуть на средние, наверное. Так.
Have you eaten yet?
Yes, it was very good. Did you bake it yourself?
I did. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Да и с лестницами, кстати говоря, тоже. Так. Лепота. Так, где я вообще? Начнем с этого. Отправляйся в Пиркштайн к пану Радцику Кобыле. Достань кольцо. Для мельника Пешика. «144p, да. Только хардкор. Только 144p. Ты вообще что-нибудь видишь в этом разрешении? Кроме зеленого месива. Какая красота. Ты редкостный извращенец, Андрей. Где вы такие леса, в какой игре видели? Так, истина где-то рядом. Имбиент звуки вообще обалденные. Птички там поют, мушки летают. Вот это лес. Вы с Женей в этом похожи. Я не устану рассказывать эту историю про то, как он Фейбл проходил. Карта обалденная. Во-во, я о том же. Тут, кстати, очень интересный саундтрек. Он почему-то, особенно в сюжетных катсценах в самом начале, в прологе, почему-то очень сильно напоминал вот нашу с вами любимую эпоху кино. Почему-то сразу были ассоциации с «Храбрым сердцем», и с «Индианой Джонсом», и со «Звездными войнами», причем одновременно, я не знаю почему. Будет желание, найди саундтрек, послушай. Так, это что? Это свинья? И... Какая свиноматка-то? Так, там собачки. Хорошая собака. Ладно, ладно, не лай. Ухожу, ухожу. Так. Кстати, интересно сделали тут систему перегруза. Обычно, когда в аналогичных играх ты перегружаешься, в Elder Scrolls с этим том же самым, ты можешь идти только вот неспешным шагом, не торопясь. Тут вот таким вот шагом можно только передвигаться. Здесь все-таки темп сохраняется нормальный, только спринт невозможно применить. А Wi-Fi там особо не поможет, он в проигрывании видео тоже тупит. Так что он, может, на вафле-то и едет. Да. Галактический император. Так. Мне нужно совершить здесь какое-то непотребство. Да, Стас, здесь королем нельзя стать. Тут даже дворянином нельзя стать. Так, на секундочку. Интересное ощущение, будто я пацан и лажу в чужом огороде, ворую помидоры. Это у тебя в связи с чем такое ощущение? Как так? Вот так, реализм. Историческая достоверность. Не мог простолюдин стать дворянином. В чем цель игры? Отомстить за смерть родителей. О. Свеженькая могила. У тебя нет лопаты. Как нет лопаты? Мне же дали лопату. Блин, вот я дурак. Тут смысл игры в том, что ты не играешь, отыгрываешь нетипичного спасителя мира, который был вот сегодня ноунеймом, а завтра он валит направо и налево драконов, мантикор и прочих тираннозавров. А обычный крестьянин, который попал в достаточно стандартную для крестьянина ситуацию, крестьянин, вот, и ну, которому позволено сделать в своей жизни чуть больше, чем обычному крестьянину, но не стать королем. Тем более сеттинг-то исторический. И это круто. Эшафот. Да, это там висельный холм, там рядом дом палача. Это была могилка какого-то бандита, которого казнили. Мне надо ее осквернить и достать оттуда лут. Но я как дурак забыл лопату. Ну извините. Ты слишком перегружен, чтобы совершить переход. Только пехом, только хардкор. Карта, да. Да тут многие заставки выполнены в таком вот стиле, вот этих старинных гравюр средневековых. Собственно, вступительный ролик к игре полностью в таком стиле выполнен. Так, это местные бани. Я собирался найти какого-нибудь торговца из... чтобы... Так, а где мой шлем? О, БЦ нет, благ. И слить ему ненужное барахло. И лошадь у меня сперли. Честно говоря, понятия не имею. Что у нас здесь? Кожевенник. Ты узнал, где мельница? Я отсюда пришел. Чувак, где лопата? Вот лопата. Так, лучше я на всякий случай уберу ненужный лут. Потому что чувствую, мне придется там побегать. Палача и его собачек. Так. Доспех. Так, что мне не нужно? Почему мне... Не понял. А, то есть либо рубашка, я понял. Я эту фигню тогда делаю. Так, успех. Брать. 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 Так, это все одето. Факел нужен. Это тоже брать. Ну, в общем, да, Андрей, я согласен. Мне кажется, это лишнее абсолютно. Тут и так есть чем заняться. Игра слишком сложная. Если бы тут сюда еще и какую-нибудь такую экономику добавить в виде недвижимки, это вообще с ума сойти можно. Денег у меня, кстати. Где тут деньги, деньги, деньги? Гроши. 18 грошей. Сокровищ. Терпеть не могу с этими картами разбираться. Вообще надо будет заморочиться, наверное. Так, окей, лопату достали. Время осквернять могилы. Так, уже успел проголодаться, блин. Что этот значок значит? Я что-то... Я, походу, не свежую грушу сожрал. Продукты тут портятся. Если сожрать испорченные продукты, можно травануться. Это яблоко, походу, уже лучше не есть. Свежесть 10%. Свежесть 55%. Второй свежести продукты. Ладно. Побегаем. Rock falls, everyone dies. Excellent. Блин, тут офигенно. Skyrim никакой рядом даже не стоял. Качаем силу и выносливость. Вы съели несвежую селедку, вы застряли в кустах. Поздравляем. Вы утонули при испытании Инквизиции. Поздравляем, вы не ведьма. Game over. Тем временем смеркалось. Так, я, пожалуй, сохранюсь. Пища. Спасительный шнапс. Шнапс, крокодиль. Оп. Пивка для рывка. Получен новый уровень пьянства. Нет никаких проблем с алкоголем. Я могу в любой момент бросить.
Christ, wound, what a fucking stink. How long have you been lying here? Nothing on the left hand. The right? Oh shit, there's nothing there either. Where the fuck is that ring? Oh, the stench makes me want to puke. Peshek will pay for this.
Во второй халве ты хотел жить? То есть тебя привлекала перспектива постоянно отбиваться от крабов? Так, кольцо кто-нибудь точно с него снял. Пока его там расчленяли. А лопата тут была. Но походу ее нельзя взять. Да ладно, не ругайся, я в гости зашел. Ты на частной территории. Вот я на частной территории, вот я не на частной территории. Есть кто? Привет. Палач.
Miller Peshek sent me. He's very sorry, but by mistake he didn't give you the full weight of flour last time. He says you should come and get the balance.
That rogue. How much is it?
Half a sack. That's nothing to sneeze at.
It certainly isn't. I'll go there right away.
Какой я коварный. Давай, иди. Пошел вон. Так. Не английская провинция, это Богемия, Чехия. Это просто озвучка такая. Качинский. Такой ненавязчивый спам. У меня нет отмычки, черт возьми. Ты нарушаешь закон. Ну блин, ну бывает. Хороший, качественный контент у тебя. Ох. Черт возьми, что ж они все сундуки запирают, а? Эй, доги. Ой, да ладно, не ори. Так, что-то это как-то было неудачно. В следующий раз он мне точно не поверит. Ты был бы заводчиком породистых хет-крабок. Хипстеров. Ну, благородная цель, да. Куча дерьма. Так, понятно, короче, мне нужно запастись отмычками. Денег на это, правда, у меня нету нифига. Что-то мне это не нравится. Пробуй сайт для накрутки. Господи, ребята. Интересно, накрученные подписчики действительно кого-то утешают и придают ему уверенности в том, что он делает крутой контент, и все это вообще это как бы норм.
Christ, wound, what a fucking stink. How long have you been lying here? Nothing on the left hand. The right? Oh shit, there's nothing there either. Where the fuck is that ring? Oh, stench makes me want to puke. Peshek will pay for this.
Я, в общем-то, так себе и представлял дом палача, его хозяйство. Так, ладно, собачки, не орите. Герман! Герман, это я.
This is a bit awkward, but recently you buried a convict, and this convict was a family man. He left 3 young children, and I thought it might ease their hearts if I gave them the ring their father had on him in his final hour. I'm sure you wouldn't bury him with such a valuable thing.
Children, you say? You're right, I do have the ring. But actually, it's a worthless bauble. You can have it for a few groschen.
Thanks, but I'm not interested.
Why don't you make your bloody mind up what you want?
Зачем он отказался?
Get the hell out of here. There's nothing here for you.
Ну и ладно. Да ёп твою через коромысло. Так, месть. Добрый вор. Не обязательно, тебе надо заплатить мельнику пешку за лечение. Ну и чё я тогда парюсь, раз это не обязательно? Не, ну я ж честный дядька. Пробуем систему Fast Travel. Оп. Бла-бла-бла-бла. Я пришел. Пешек.
Good health to you.
Я прям тебе верю.
Try unlocking this trunk. Hold the lockpick in your right hand and use it to feel out the tumbler. In your left hand, you hold the blade and use it to turn the whole mechanism at the right moment. It's quite easy. It only takes a bit of practice. Now, got it? Good. Now turn the whole lock with the blade, but don't stop holding the tumbler with the pick. Otherwise, you forced it and broke the lockpick. That crack could be heard in Kuttenberg. You have to watch out for that. An experienced guard will recognize the sound at once.
Да твою через коромысло. Давай. Удачи. Проигрыватель ВК будет другого мнения. Ну и чё, я опять не могу с ним поговорить?
Leave me be. I want to sleep.
Ну и как ВК? Занесло-то. Коровка.
Halt! Who are you and where are you going?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith. I'm going to see my liege, Sir Radzig Kabiller of Dvoyitz.
Of course you are, lad. And I'm the Pope. What do you want from his lordship? And what makes you think he'll see you?
I may not look the part, but I know about honour and duty. And mine is to tell Sir Radzig what happened to the sword he commissioned.
All right then. Go ahead. It'll be your skin if Sir Radzig isn't pleased.
How? What are you doing here? I took you for dead.
Oh, it's a long story. But what about you? How did you get out of Skalitz?
You wouldn't believe it. A frightful storm broke that night, and Sigismund's heathens ran back to their camp. They never dreamed Sir Radzig would use the storm as cover for our escape. The entire village slipped away as quiet as mice while no one watched. In the morning, when those bandits attacked, all they found was an empty castle with an old goat inside. I wish I could have seen their faces.
So do I. You tricked them nicely. See you later.
Так, туда по основному квесту. Побродим по городу. Надо поискать торговцев. Так, оружейник. Кто деревенский, Андрей? Я вообще не понял, о чем ты? Я узнал, где портной. Окей. Ну... Так он и не из высшего ж света. Так, это костел. Реально существующий. Ты знал, где гнездо? Какое гнездо? Там кто-то бродит. Броник. Сник, ладно. Зачем мне его вскрывать? А, тут еще лавки не открылись, что ли? Топор, факел. Сплошные жральные. Корчма, по всей видимости. Разработчики говорили, что они тех, кто их на Kickstarter поддерживал, в таких вот... Господи, как их росписях увековечили. Вот эти вот товарищи явно не средневекового вида, особенно вот этот в очках. Вот этот вот довольный. Триптих. Музыка офигенная вообще. Вот, даже попрошайки есть.
How does life in Rat Eye suit you?
It'd be fine if we didn't have to sleep in hovels and beg for alms. And the bailiff is always on our backs, the bastard. But what can we do? We've got nowhere else to go.
Did you find out what actually happened?
What do I know? The lords are at each other's throats, but it's us that has to suffer for it. Same as always. I reckon they was after the silver mines, wasn't they?
God be with you.
What kind of governor is Sir Hanush?
Sir Hanush is a good lord. Things won't be the same when that wastrel Sir Hans takes over. That will be a sorry day.
What's life like in Rat Eye?
We got sturdy walls and 2 castles to protect us. There's not many towns have that, and we got everything we need here. We got an apothecary, a swordsmith, an armourer. We got a beautiful church and a fine alehouses.
How do the Rat Eye folk get on with the refugees?
Well, they have it tough, no doubt, but there's not enough room for them here. How much longer will they be living on our streets? Nothing good will come of this. What if one of them's brought the plague with them?
Have you heard anything about the Cumans in Sigismund's army?
Don't talk to me about that fucking rabble. A soldier was saying in the alehouse them barbarians impale people on spikes, rape women. They hold nothing sacred, the filthy heathens.
Ну да. Христианские солдаты никогда такого не делали, конечно.
Are you the brawler who takes bets?
What's it to you?
I'm a Skalitz refugee, and I'd like to try my luck against you.
Hang on, I know who you are. And I'll only fight you for silver. Got it?
Why for silver?
Do I really have to tell you? Look at yourself, and then look at the others. All they've got to wager is their labour. But you've got coin.
С чего вдруг-то?
Are there any rules?
Aye, a couple. Whoever lands on his arse or runs loses. And no knives, axes, or any of that shit. You'll forfeit your wager for that, got it?
Alright, let's fight then, if you think you can take me.
Hold your horses, laddie. First you have to prove you're a worthy opponent for me by beating 2 other regular brawlers. Stephen and a fellow they call Ringlet.
Ну ок. Так, я что-то там себе качнул. Красноречие. Последняя попытка. Когда торгует в стиле терпения, торгует с вами, вы получаете еще одну возможность сделать предложение. Во время разговора осознайте богатым людям смотреть не считается с умением, просто не сочетается. Или просто один. Где еще такую ветку в навыках можно увидеть вообще? Видный пьяница, пивной пьяница, привычка пить, настоящий славянин. Ну-ка. Вы можете выпить на 50% меньше алкоголя, что сохранит вам тяжело заработанные гроши, а на следующий день время похмелья уменьшится наполовину. Но помните, что быстрое опьянение приносит и положительный, и отрицательный эффект воздействия алкоголя. Они уверены, что это именно это и есть настоящий славянин? Да. Ну чё, помахаемся, что ли? Ты, что ли? Кудряшка.
Good day to you. What do you need?
How does life in Rat Eye suit you?
I suppose it was kind of them to take us in. But then they just left us to fend for ourselves. Nobody gives a damn about us.
Did you find out what actually happened?
Folks say it was on account of our silver and how Sir Radzig sides with the king.
Aren't you Ringlet? Milan says I have to beat you before he'll take me on.
And you're that blacksmith's lad, right? What do you want out of it? You're not living in the dirt here like the rest of us.
Maybe not. But why shouldn't I try and beat some coin out of him too?
Yeah, and you can pass it on to us that need it. If you want to fight me, you dandy, then pay up. Or fuck off. Yeah, but giving up already?
Да ебана мать. На, урод. На. На. Дышаться. Да чтоб тебя. Видали, как я умею? На, урод. На. Ой. Я победил! Да ладно. Че, хочешь сказать, я его убил? О! Остальное оставь себе. Блин, по-моему, веселая боевка. Я не знаю, что на нее все так ругаются. Так. Сейчас второго надо найти. Ты не можешь начать быстрый переход отсюда. Окей. Допустим. Чувак, у тебя денег было больше, чем у меня. Ну, вот это похоже на то, что у меня деньги какие-то есть. Характеристики, живучесть. О, марафон. Так, а что бегун дает? Вы бежите быстрее, но быстрее устаете. Вот это вот попало поинтереснее будет. Марафонец, слушай. Чем заняться после того, как пуловцы совершили набег на твою деревню, вырезали ее и убили на твоих глазах родителей? Правильно, участвовать в уличных боях. Чего, этот что ли? Штепан.
Good day to you.
Здравствуйте.
How does life in Rattay suit you?
Them Rattay folk would rather drive us out of here. They won't give us no work, and they won't let us beg. So what are we supposed to do? Fucking war.
Did you find out what actually happened?
They say Sigismund is at war with the Czech lords and abducted the king, and our lord sides with Wenceslas.
You're Stephen, aren't you? Milan tells me he won't fight me until I beat you.
Oh, yeah? And why would you want to? Well, never mind. I'll fight you if you pay me. What do you say?
Сейчас надо музыку из Рокки. Спокуха.
Fuck it out!
Да твою мать. Да твою ж через коромысло. Я твой дом труба шатал. Чё, у этого ничего нету? Я так не играю. Оп. Так, что-то у меня общий. Клеймо преступника. Странник, ночной запушек. Скет. Ну, вот это полезно. Мастер. Можете нести на 15 фунтов больше. Дает вам на треть больше шанс победить своего противника в клинче. Вот это пока. Так, вот просто уровень. Так, я, кажется, понял, в чем проблема. Мне это не баг игры. У меня уже такое было в других играх. Лечилось отключением пункта свитчера. Не знаю, почему пункта свитчера так на это влияет. Посмотрим. Ей должно помочь.
Mother Nature. Rooms for your house.
God be with you.
Привет, Артур.
What else do you need? Come on up and see.
Let's fight.
You gave those two a pretty good hiding, and I made a grosh and a two in bets. You Scalitz fellows are good for my purse.
Implements, instruments, and tools. Everything for work and home.
На, урод.
Is that the best you can do? No more fooling around.
Да что ж он не блокирует-то, нифига, а? Принять, использовать пробел. Прервать атаку.
Ow!
Capisci? Jesus Christ!
God.
На, урод.
Shit. I'm up.
I'll slay you.
почти уделал, давай. Есть. Короче, да, я был прав. Все дело в бунтосвичере. Так, гроши. О, какие-то ключики. Все остальное можешь оставить себе. Я красавчик. Как перышко. Падение нанесет на меньше 30% урона. Чем сильнее проведено, тем больше вероятно, что отравите своего попав по нему, даже если на вашем клике нет еды. Чуть-чуть наполовину. Я понял, что я победил.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Have you heard anything about the Cumans in Sigismund's army?
I don't know if it's just old wives' tales, but I heard truly terrible things.
How do the Ratai folk get on with the refugees?
Ha! Don't even talk to me about it. I wish that rabble was gone. I know they've met with misfortune, but here they do nothing but thieve and make problems.
What's life like in Ratai?
Good. Or it was, till them refugees came. Still, we're better off here than most places.
What kind of governor is Sir Hanush?
He's strict but just, thank God for him. He don't get mixed up in nothing like that Sir Radzig, so you don't see no one attacking us. What else do you, sir?
Do you know if there's anyone around here who could use my help?
No one I can take off.
I'll never scour these statements.
Can you tell me... Do you know anything about those Cumans?
The heathen scum that Sigismund brought here. Why do you even ask? You've seen with your own two eyes what they're capable of.
What do you think about everything that's happened?
I don't concern myself with the doings of my betters. But this mess isn't good for business. Them two brothers should sort things out between themselves without dragging us into it. I don't give a damn who's king, but that usurper from Hungary has gone too far.
What about the Skalitz folk?
God sent them to punish us for our sins. They don't work, they just idle around begging. And you want to keep a close eye on your belongings when they're around. I'll be glad to see the back of them.
That's all. There was a corpse in the grave, but no ring. What the fuck is going on?
Easy, Hal. Hold your horses. If the ring wasn't on the corpse, the executioner must have taken it before he buried the body.
I can see where this is going. You want me to get the ring from the executioner?
Clever lad. Only I wouldn't recommend talking to him about it. He's a bit touchy on the subject of robbing the dead. It'd be better to pinch it from his house.
All right, I'll go and find that ring.
It should be in a trunk somewhere in the house. And look here, Henry. Do you know how to get past a lock?
Get past a lock? You mean jemmy it off with a crowbar?
No, you don't. I mean the delicate, gentle art of opening it quietly and with sensitivity, like popping a young maiden's cherry.
I have some experience.
All right. I'm glad to hear you're not as clumsy as you look. Here's a lockpick for the job. It's not my problem.
Пользоваться я, правда, так и не научился.
Well, I never.
I'm back with the money for the ring.
All right, here it is. I don't know why it's worth so much to you, though. It's a piece of junk.
What? This is nothing but an ordinary copper band. It's not worth a 10 penny.
Be off now. You don't belong here.
Реализм.
I'd like to make use of the bathhouse's services.
Uh-huh. And what do you want?
Get myself fixed up a bit. Have a bath and get my clothes washed.
That can be arranged, but you'll pay in advance.
I'm not giving you that much.
And how much are you willing to pay?
Since it's you.
Well, a little more and we'll call it a deal. You won't regret spending the money, I guarantee it.
Еще один баг непонятный.
Good day to you. What do you need?
I have that ring for you.
Good. Nice to know you're the sort of lad I could trust with a job like that. Now run with the ring to Wojciech, the miller in Kohelnitz. He'll have some work for you, and I'll have something for you soon too. A clever fellow like you will never want for work. At the very least, I'll buy risky goods from you. I mean the kind that used to belong to someone else and you can't sell to just anyone.
Stolen goods? Thanks, but no thanks. I'm not a thief.
Can you tell me something about the other millers?
There's a couple of other fellows around here in my trade. Wojciech in Kohelnitz and Simon in Sassa.
Tell me about Wojciech.
He's young and hot-blooded with a short temper. But he's a fine fellow when you get to know him. His heart's in the right place, and he's always willing to lend a helping hand. Unfortunately, he got himself into a feud with that usurer, the merchant Wolfram Pruder. A slimy bastard he is. And now they're sworn enemies.
What about this Simon in Sasau?
An odd one he is. A loner who don't talk much. But he's as dogged as a hunting hound once he gets his teeth into anything. He won't let go until he sees it through, even if he has to walk over dead bodies.
Tell me something about yourself.
There's nothing much to tell. I was born at the mill, I live here, and I'll surely die here. But before I do, I've plenty of work to do, and I hope I live to see peace in this land again.
Would you teach me something about the, milling craft? Like how to get things out of strangers' purses into your own?
Aye, why not? You're handy enough. No doubt you'll master it. Come behind the mill where we won't be seen. I'll stand here and pretend I don't know you're there. You try sneaking up behind me without me seeing you, and take something from my purse. First, you have to rummage in the purse. The longer you do it, the better chance you have of finding something valuable, but also of getting caught in the act. Once you've found something you want, you've got to pull it out, carefully, but fast enough so I don't notice. Try stealing my dagger. It's there, mixed up with other things. Caught you! If this was for real, I'd be yelling for a guard. Try it again. Caught you! If this was for real, I'd be yelling for a guard. Try it again. Caught you! If this was for real, I'd be yelling for a guard. Try it again.
What happened to you?
Caught you. If this was for real, I'd be yelling for a guard. Caught you. If this was for real, I'd be yelling for a guard. Caught you. If this was for real, I'd be yelling for a guard. Try it again. Caught you. If this was for real, I'd be yelling for a guard. Try it again. That's the way. I hardly noticed you were there. I think you're ready to try it out for real. Best practice on drunks and sleeping folk, so you don't end up in jail before you even get started.
Thanks, Peshek.
You're welcome. But I'll be having that dagger back now.
What are you up to? How would you like to, I don't know, come for a walk?
A walk? I'd like that very much. But I can't right now, Hal. Give me some time to settle in, will you?
If that's what you want.
It's not you, Hal. It's just this isn't a good time.
I'd like to know... That's all.
Look where you're going.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Let's have a word about the price.
Naturally.
What do you say to this?
Come now. Just a little more and we have a deal.
Is this enough?
That's not enough.
I knew we'd come to an arrangement.
joy and happiness is ahead.
Carrots and apples,
For I am a
picked today,
soothsayer,
put a smile
and for
on
half
your
a groschen
face.
I will tell you all. Young man, surely you'd like to know what plans God has for you. I can reveal all to you for a little silver.
I don't think so, old mother. Thank you anyway.
A pity, Goodman. A handsome man like you should know what awaits him in life.
That'll even make your man cry like a little lass. Come and buy some. Get 'em.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Can you show me how to repair armor and weapons better?
Certainly.
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right, but it'll cost you.
Isn't that quite a lot?
Sorry, but I'm not going to teach you for that price.
Let's have a word about the price.
Sure, why not?
Agree?
Close. Drop the price a bit more and we'll shake on it.
Oh, that's a decent price.
Cry like a little lass. Come and buy some.
Could that be the smith's son, Hal?
On my soul, it is him. What are you doing here, lad? We thought you were done for.
I must speak with Sir Radzig. Is he here?
He's in the palace with Sir Hanush of Rattay. They're feasting in the Knight's Hall. What do you want with him?
My father made him a sword. He asked me to deliver it to Sir Radzig.
I don't see any sword.
No. Bandits attacked me and stole it. I need to tell his lordship what happened. And then I'm going to find the sword.
Of course you are, Hal. Good luck.
Thanks.
What?
Jesus, look what...
Your Graces, I have to tell you in all seriousness that this land of ours is in the shit. Deep fucking shit. Don't you agree?
I might not have put it as eloquently as you, Hanush, but I've been driven out of my own castle, so I'm hardly going to disagree.
Indeed. But Birkstein is yours for as long as you need it. There's room enough for your men and you here at Rattay, and I'm sure my ward won't have any objection to me lending you his castle.
I'd be honoured. Perkstein is at your disposal as long as you wish, Your Grace.
Just as well you have another castle at the other end of town, eh? At any rate, I'm beholden to you, Sir Hans, and to you, Sir Hanush.
I don't like to speak ill of your people, Sir Radzig, but, well, there's no love lost between the townsfolk and the refugees. There's been talk of criminality.
Well, they'll have to get used to it until the situation's resolved.
But when will it be resolved? And what on God's earth is this war even about? I won't lie, sir. I don't understand it.
You aren't alone, Father. I believe Sigismund's original intention was to persuade Wenceslas to accept the imperial crown and to leave the rule of Bohemia to him.
Who could blame him? I know Wenceslas is a friend of yours, Radzig, but even you have to admit he brought it upon himself.
I can't deny the king neglected affairs of state for other pursuits. There is a need for order in the land, but I don't think the lords who sided with Sigismund realized just what Hungarian order looks like.
Hungarian order?
What concerns me, sir, is how a good Christian could resort to such brutality.
To give him his due, I don't think he expected the lords of this country to stand behind the king. But thanks to him, we're tearing ourselves apart, and now he has to get things under control.
But why in God's name does he have to use those barbarians?
Money is the root of all evil, young sir. Wars are costly, and this one has dragged on for a year. Sigismund ran out of coin for knights, so he recruited those whore sons that settled in Hungary. The less he pays, the more they make up for it with plunder.
That's why he attacked us. He was after our silver.
What are you doing? You've no business here. Clear off.
Wait, it's Henry. Henry, who disappeared after I clearly ordered him to remain at Taunberg.
I'm sorry, sir, but I had to bury my parents.
Had to? Do you think you were the only man who lost someone there? But the others listened to their lord.
And it wasn't just your own life you nearly threw away. So Robard and his men risked theirs to save you.
I'm sorry, but I had to.
Oh, there you go. When you have to, Radzig.
Your father was a remarkable man, and your mother, she was remarkable too. They deserved a Christian burial. Did you manage that at least?
No. I was attacked by thieves. I wouldn't be here now if it wasn't for that girl.
Girl?
The miller's daughter, Teresa.
The miller's daughter saved you from the footpads? Well, there's a tale to tell your children.
I owe her my life. She distracted them and then brought me to Rattay. But without Sir Robard, we'd both be dead.
Oh, that's what I call a good woman. Hang on to that one, lad.
Still, it's a great shame your parents are buried in unconsecrated ground. That means purgatory for them.
Be quiet, Friar. I didn't invite you here to eat me out of house and home and deliver a sermon while you were doing it.
If you're so concerned, Father, maybe you should save the innocent souls of these fine Christians yourself. Go to Skalitz and consecrate their graves. I assure you, if you're killed by bandits, your soul will soar straight to heaven, as long as someone buries you in consecrated ground first.
If there's anything left to bury, that plump carcass of yours would be quite a feast for the wolves and the crows. And one skeleton looks much like another, so how would we know which were your ordained bones or those of Sigismund's Tartars?
Be that as it may, why have you come here?
I must get your sword back.
Sword? My sword hangs here at my side.
No, the sword my father forged for you. One of those thieves stole it from me.
They almost killed him and he already wants to go back.
Takes after his father, I suppose. Lad, I've lost a castle, a village, silver mines, and a good half of my subjects. Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
I understand. I'd feel the same way. But prudence is the better part of valor, and a dead man keeps no promises.
Aye. The woman had to save his fat from the fire, and now he wants revenge. What kind of fool are you, boy?
He's no fool. Henry, you have courage, but you need training, arms, a horse. Or do you mean to beat this thief at dice?
No, sir. Please, take me into your service and give me the chance to learn these things.
The gall of him! Fled from the enemy, disobeyed your orders, duped Sir Divish, lost your sword, put Sir Robard in danger with his actions, and now he wants a promotion.
Sir Capon's right.
What you say is certainly true, except for fleeing the enemy. You would have run as well, believe me. Henry's earned some punishment, but how do you punish someone who's already lost everything, Courage and blind obedience are good qualities for a soldier, but a wise man also appreciates loyalty, perseverance, and determination. Besides, that was a fine sword that his father made. If he thinks he can get it back, I won't turn it down.
My lord, he's a peasant. You can't make a squire of a peasant.
Why not? Someone made a priest of a pig.
He isn't a peasant, Father, he's a blacksmith, and recent events have left me in need of his skills. So, you'd like to enter my service?
Sir, Yes, I would. You won't regret it.
I probably will. I'm doing this for your father, lad. Don't disappoint me.
Oh, fortune has finally smiled on you today, lad. Make the most of it.
Now that I think about it, Sir Hanush, the boy needs training and experience, and you need spear carriers.
That's true. The bailiff is always complaining about your people making trouble in the camp. Maybe one of their own among the guard might help.
It might. In any event, it will prove valuable experience.
But let's be clear. You're the one paying him. Captain Bernard, see to his training, and then send him to the bailiff.
Yes, sir.
And don't spare him.
You can rely on it, sir.
Don't forget, Henry. Don't disappoint me.
I won't, my lord.
God be with you.
Do you know if there's anyone around here who could use my help?
Could be. Bertold, our local gamekeeper, was looking for help with something a while back. Why don't you ask him if he still needs help?
Here you are. And good health.
Hey.
Good health to you.
I'm here for training.
Yes, you're that boy Sir Radzig said.
Yes, that's me.
Let's get to it then, since that's what Sir Radzig wishes. And because you've never held a sword in your hand before, we'll start with something simple.
Very well.
Come with me and listen closely. I don't want to be repeating myself.
So let's see what you're made of. Hold it properly. Keep moving. Never stand still when your life depends on it. Right, good. Now, try attacking. You've got to put your back into a good slash. No use waving the sword around like you're swatting flies. Go into the attack with your whole body. Try slashing from various sides to get used to it. Not bad. Good. That pointy tip isn't for decoration. Try stabbing me with it a few times. Good. That will do. Slashing, stabbing, and movement are the foundations that you build everything else on. Now, let's try something more complicated. One strike, I can simply fend off. You mustn't give your opponent time to react. String your strikes together. As soon as you finish one, begin another. Strike, strike, strike. Now let's see how you do with defense. It's not hard to block a basic strike. Just watch out and move your sword into the path of the blow. Good. Oh, that's... Well done. No! Oh. Not like that!
Ow!
Good.
Да что будешь делать-то?
Good. Very well then. Let's see what you're made of, lad. Come at me and don't hold back. See, I lure you. Fine, enough. You're not a complete dead loss. It'll be hard work to turn you into a master, but you have the basics. Let's try something more advanced. When in combat, keep an eye on the space between you and your opponent. That is your space. Try to attack from the side the opponent will find harder to block in time. If I'm holding the sword raised up, do an uppercut. If my sword is low, lunge. Let's try it. You strike a few times at the side where I'm not holding my sword. Good. Well done. Right. Lesson 2. Everything you've learned about blocking is wrong. When I cover, I can simply fend off your blows with my sword and gain control of the space between us. But it's better not to control just the space, but actually your opponent's weapon. Attack, and I'll show you. All right, that will do. Now you. The trick is to stay in your stance. As soon as I start to attack, you block. The move knocks the blade aside. That's it. That's it. All right.
Ow.
No, not like that. You mustn't hold the sword there. You have to move along with the attack. Again. Well done.
Ow.
Nice. Right, now we'll try it a little faster. Concentrate and block just at the moment I start attacking. I'll strike you from above each time so you can see it well.
Ow.
Too soon again. Nice. Good.
Ow.
That's it. Well done. Well done.
Ow.
Good, good. Now let's try it at full speed. You probably won't succeed, but that's normal at the start. You must train. Let's go! Ow. Ow.
Captain Bernard!
Wait a while, Henry. Greetings, Sir Hans. What brings you here?
I was on my way when I noticed that you're entertaining Sir Radzig's esteemed guest. Not the same as holding a hammer, is it, blacksmith?
It's Sir Radzig's orders.
I know. I'm actually here to train at the archery range. My hand's grown heavy lately. You don't mind, do you, Bernard?
Not at all, my lord.
Good day to you, blacksmith's boy. Try not to hurt yourself.
Where did we finish? Yeah, leading the opponent where you want him. There's one more way to evade a strike. You simply step aside, attack, and I'll show you. All right, try it. It's important not to move too soon. I'll see where you're going and hit you. But the same will happen if you move too late. I'll attack slowly now. As you see me, raise the weapon, jump aside. It'll throw the opponent off a bit, and there's your chance.
Ah, that's it.
Good.
Ah, that's it.
Fine. Now try it a little quicker. Try and get used to the rhythm. Never take your eyes off your opponent. You'll see a strike before it's even properly started. Well done. All right. Well done. And the last thing for today, a trick. You raise the sword to force your opponent to block, but then change the direction of the attack at the last moment, and the opponent won't even know what hit him. Try it. Draw back the weapon, then change the attack zone and strike, so I don't have time to react. No! Not like that! Not like that! What's going on? Very good. Ah, that's it. Ah, that's it. Nice. Not bad. Well now, that wasn't too bad. Maybe we'll make a soldier of you after all. But don't get cocky. You have to train hard and persistently. You might have talent, but talent alone won't do. Practice. Don't leave yet. Sir Radzig also wanted me to teach you archery. Come with me.
merciful! What am I to do? A poor wretch whose home was burned to ashes by Superman's sword.
Impossible, good neighbors. I live like you did. Galaxy burned to ashes.
Let's see then. Take this bow, go and stand in position over there, and we can start. And another thing, put on this arm guard. Without it, you could flay your forearm with a bowstring, so be sure to wear it.
Thank you, Captain.
Save the thanks, and get in position. Now concentrate. A bow ain't exactly the weapon of choice of a knight, but it can come in very handy. You've got two bandits coming at you from a distance. You shoot one in the eye, drop your bow, and draw your sword on the other. Emperor Charles, God rest him, encouraged his subjects to learn archery. He even organized contests in Prague. But you wouldn't have gotten far there. You're holding the thing like a piece of firewood. But enough talk. There's the target. Try and hit it. Draw the bow, aim, and release. Try to get a feel for the rhythm. Inhale on the draw, hold your breath for a moment, and then release the string. No jerky movements, just let the string slide out of your fingers, as if you were about to draw it back more. It's all one movement, the arrow aiming at the target and flying at it. Shoot away. What you have there is a training bow. The arrow drops quickly.
You're going to have to
Once
aim?
you've trained a bit, you can get yourself a better one, and then those arrows will fly so fast you won't see them. Don't forget the arm guard. Once you've mastered the bow a bit,
blacksmith,
you won't need it
by a
anymore.
mile. You missed, blacksmith, by a mile. Please tell me what Sir Radzig sees in you.
Well, that was awful. I didn't imagine a village yokel like you would have much skill, but you failed to meet even my low expectations.
I don't know why you're wasting your time, Sir Bernard. Nothing will come of him anyway, and at the first sign of trouble he'll run away like any other cowardly peasant. After all, he's done it before.
What did you say?
Calm down, boy. Keep in mind who you're talking to.
A braggart who was born with a silver spoon in his mouth.
Now, you've really done it. You'll go to the stocks for that.
Calm yourself, Sir Bernard. If the blacksmith boy feels he can prove himself, then let him try. Do you think you can beat me? Well?
Any time.
Very well. If you defeat me, I'll give you my bow. If you lose, you'll have to pay up. Do you even have any coin?
I have enough.
Good, then let's get to it.
Congratulations, Sir Hans. Nicely shot.
Thank you, Bernard. It seems I get to keep the bow. So, blacksmith, do you know your place now, or do you need more reminding?
Sir Hans, is this necessary? Sir Hanush has already had words about you fighting with your subjects. He explicitly told me.
I know what he told you. You can just tell him I didn't listen to you. So what's it going to be, blacksmith?
If we must.
Excellent. Then let's go. Kurwa, bitch!
Ow!
Give up. Are you going to cry now? Take that! Gunda! Missed. Now you dumbo. Herregud! You know how this one ends. God damn. Stop her, Dylan. God. Well, we're even then. It looks like I get to keep my bow and you your groschen. I suppose I should give you credit for taking on my challenge, despite your limitations.
Thank you, sir.
Godspeed, blacksmith. And don't worry, this isn't the last time we'll meet. We'll have more fun like this again soon.
You better hope his lordship hasn't taken it badly.
I hope he has.
Watch it, boy. A few of my men have won fights against him before and never had a problem. But you could be the first. Now go to the rat house. The bailiff's waiting for you there.
All right, Captain.
Good health to you, sir.
Any work for me here by any chance?
That depends. How's your hearing?
What?
I said, how's your hearing?
It's perfectly fine. You don't have to scream at me. I mean, why are you asking?
Because there is this one little job going. But I need someone who knows the area well and has good ears.
I ought to be able to handle that.
Fine. So here's the problem. My friend is a birder, and he left a few rare nightingales with me for safekeeping. They're good to trade. Rich gentlemen hang them caged up in their chambers. It keeps their wives from fretting when they're off drinking and wenching.
I see.
The trouble is the nightingales are gone. I don't know how, but the birds have flown.
Hang on, surely you're not asking me to go flapping around looking for birds?
Not exactly. Luckily, their wings are clipped, so they won't be far, and the watchman in the tower told me they headed off toward Vranik. I have traps prepared. It should be easy enough to catch them in those.
Fine, but how will I know where to put the traps?
I hear they like pine woods.
And there's a pine-covered hill just before Vranik.
Right. A bloody great wood.
That's just why you need to listen out. Nightingales have a distinctive song. When you hear it close by, you set a trap on the spot. They kept twittering away the whole time they were here, so I can remember the tunes. I'll sing them to you.
I can't wait.
It went something like this.
What? People keep birds like that in their houses? It's like the sound a cat makes when you pull it by the tail.
You know how it is. The gentry's got all manner of odd tastes. The question is, can you remember it?
Yes, I'll remember.
Right, here are the traps. Don't forget, once you hear a nightingale, set a trap nearby. He ought to be caught in it after a while.
I'll do that.
Flour, eggs, salt, yeast. Let it bake a bit and you'll be able to feed the whole family with fresh bread.
My respects to you.
I want to learn to read. Who should I go and see?
There's a retired scribe in Uzhitz. He could teach you.
I'm to put myself under the bailiff's command.
Ah, so you're the young man Sir Radzig appointed.
Yes.
Very well. Sir Radzig asked me to test you a little, and as it happens, you've come at the right time. We've a few disputes to settle. It seems some of your former neighbors have been acting quite inappropriately. I was hoping having one of their own on the town watch might help sort things out.
I'm not sure. I'm just a boy from a forge.
Not anymore, lad. Now you're a part of Sir Radzig's retinue. That brings responsibilities. Have you been to see Captain Bernard?
I have. He trained me, and then Sir Hans Capon challenged me to a duel.
I see. Sir Hans Capon likes to measure his strength against others. But be careful, Henry. Noblemen are quick to anger, and you don't need that kind of trouble. Well, anyway, you're going to assist my town guard. Come to the church in the afternoon. Yaroslav the watchman, Nightingale they call him, will wait for you there. He'll show you around the town and teach you a little about keeping the peace. And you need to stop by the armory to pick up some gear.
Yes, bailiff. Master Bailiff, is there anything of interest going on here?
Nothing of interest to me, thank Christ.
Здрасте.
God be with you, Henry.
I was told to pick up a kit here.
Name?
Henry.
And? In fealty to?
Sir Radzig Kobyla?
Yes. I've got you. Well, come on in then. Make yourself at home, Henry. If my memory serves me, you're entitled to a helmet, a gambeson, and a club.
That's all?
You want a kiss and a hug as well?
I mean equipment.
It's quite enough for patrolling the town. You're there to stop trouble, not start it.
Good day to you.
Do you know if there's anyone around here who could use my help?
I don't know.
Be a bit more careful.
Here I am. My name is Henry. We're supposed to go on patrol together?
You report for duty dressed like that?
Well, I've got nothing better to do.
You'd look more frightening with a pitchfork. Go and get kitted out first.
Fine, I'll go and get something.
I see you're kitted out.
Ready to get going.
I'm Nightingale. Aren't you that lad the mill wench brought here on a cart?
Teresa. Yes, she rescued me. She turned up with Captain Robard and his knights.
All honour to the girl. She has bigger balls than most men. Tell me, how did you pay her back?
Well, I thanked her.
That's not much, is it? You should go and see her when you get a chance. So, how did you end up in the service of the bailiff?
I wanted to enter the service of Sir Radzig, but he sent me here to learn.
And learn you will. You're lucky, lad. Sir Radzig must like you. Most lords would have just sent you on your way.
Come with me, Henry. We'll patrol the town and then check on the taverns to make sure they lock up in the evening.
I'm ready.
Don't forget, I'm supposed to try you out and, with the help of God, teach you something. So I expect you to deal with any misconduct yourself. I'll make sure you don't do anything too stupid. Let's go. This is our church, St. Matthew's. It serves not only as the house of God, but as the crypt of the Lords of Lipa, our masters. The gravedigger lives right round the corner. The priest, too. Our parish priest. Ah, a man shouldn't speak ill about servants of the Lord. This is our rat house. Pretty big, eh? The bailiff and his hands live there, and our maestro protonotarius, the scribe. And the jailhouse. You don't want to see the inside, not even as a guard. Naturally, we have an executioner too, but he doesn't live in town. That wouldn't be proper, as I'm sure you know. He lives by Gallows Hill, the other side of the creek. This pillory was brand new in autumn, and 2 people have already been rotting on it. The swordsmith lives here. What the hell is going on here now? Go and check it out, Henry.
And I'll make no trouble for you. If you won't go to the church, go back to your people.
What are you two screeching about? Stop making such a ruckus.
About time you turned up. This filthy beggar thinks.
My name is Jane.
No one cares what your name is. This filthy beggar thinks she can come and stink in front of my shop. I want you to get rid of her.
Can't you show us some Christian charity, Armourer?
What? Have you any idea how much I've given away in alms? Even to this witch only yesterday.
Is that true?
Might be, might not.
Did you get any alms or not?
Yes.
From the Armourer here?
I don't know. And even if I did, that was yesterday, and my belly's empty again today.
That's true.
What would you know about it?
I think you ought to give Jane something.
I gave her a groschen yesterday, and today she's ruining my business. Have you taken leave of your senses? Why should I give her anything?
Well, you wouldn't want to look like a heartless bastard in front of the whole town, would you?
No, certainly not.
There you go then. Just a coin or two and you'll have an even better name.
Oh, for God's sake. Here you are. And don't come back.
Thank you.
See now? It didn't hurt too much.
He'll hate you now, that I can tell you. But you acted like a good Christian. Your old neighbours are living here now. It's a bit of a shithole. Even so, you should be thankful to Sir Hanush. If the town burghers got their way, your folk wouldn't be let anywhere near the town. And now our people aren't too happy with him. Some fools are even calling for Sir Hanush to finally hand the fiefdom over to the young lord, Sir Hans Capon. Sir Hans's father, old Sir Yeshke, may God rest his soul, kept it till he was an old man. Then he retired from it, first to Moravia, then to eternity. Sir Hanush is managing the fiefdom until Sir Hans comes of age. They're related by blood somehow, the same great-great-grandfather or some such. The time's coming soon enough when the estates have to be handed over. These affairs often end in conflict. I hope we have nothing like that here. This square here, it looks much better during the markets. Then it's filled to bursting with folk from all around. We've also got the baker's shop here, and that mad merchant Wolfram Pruder. Pruder has a pretty daughter, but he keeps her on a short rein, which the young bucks are none too happy about. I heard he even keeps the poor lass locked up at home all day. There's one alehouse here on the market square, the Trader's Tavern. The other's up by the gate. We'll be going there later. Let's move along to the inner bailey. Look here. See that filthy beggar? By Christ, I'll show the bastard. Comfortable, are we?
Arms, please, sir.
Who do you take me for? Are you stupid or just insolent?
Oh, what's the matter?
Stupid, then. There's no begging allowed here, so pick up your stinking arse and haul it somewhere else.
Who am I bothering here?
Me. Us. Everyone. If Sir Hanush saw you here, he'd take a whip to you.
All right, I'm going.
Damn beggars. You offer them a helping hand, and they want the whole arm. It's not like the rules aren't
Henry's
clear.
come to see us.
Beggars belong at the church. Here's the forge. The blacksmith has some trouble, and he's not working at the moment, but his apprentice is standing in for him tolerably. I hear you're a blacksmith's apprentice, too. You lot could help if needed, couldn't you?
Us? What do you mean?
You and your master, or your father, whoever taught you. What is it, lad?
My father was the master blacksmith. He was killed in Skalitz.
Ah, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Thank you. So am I.
My papa died not long ago. Of course, it was old age got him. That's not the same, but I know a little how you feel.
Ну все, приплыли.
The Rate fiefdom is pretty big. Naturally, it starts here by the town and continues along the Sasau River all the way to Kohelnitz. Then there's Gallows Hill, lots of farmhouses scattered around. Neuhof, Merhoyed. Master Smill is in charge of Sir Hanish's stables. He's by far his best vassal. It's all a bit complicated for a newcomer, I suppose. This lord here, that lord there, this exemption here, that right there. Exemptions from exemptions, rights to half of something, so on. It'd take you a year to make head or tail of it. This tower was only half the size when I was a young lad. Sir Hanush had it extended and made into an armory. God be with you, Benesh. How goes it?
Well enough, Nightingale. It's quiet today.
Good. Where's Moimir, anyway? Isn't he supposed to be here with you?
Ah, yes. He hasn't turned up yet.
Oh, I see. Now, where might he have got to, then? You don't know, eh? Let me tell you something. When the bailiff finds out Moimir's slacking off, he'll be in serious shit. And being a friend of his, you wouldn't want that, would you?
No.
So it's better if I deal with it and we leave the bailiff out of it, right?
Yes, I suppose so.
So where is he?
at the tavern. He was thirsty, so he
went for an ale. We know how that goes. Come on, Henry. Let's go and find that idler, and you'd better talk some sense into him. What the fuck are you doing here when you're supposed to be on the gate?
Here.
Move your
Jesus.
carcass and go and guard
You
the
men
gate.
spill more than you drink.
Not a word. Get moving. You're lucky it was me
Aye,
found
as
out, not the
usual.
bailiff, or God forbid, Captain Bernard. Out! Come and sit with me, Henry. Let's have a drink.
Hey! God almighty!
That fool got me all worked up.
Me as well, the lazy bastard.
My words exactly. And just when we need every pair of eyes. You never know when the Cumans might creep up on us. But that's enough about that. Let's not let it spoil our day. Listen, since we're sitting here anyway, how about a little game?
I'd rather not. We should go back on duty.
All right, if you're so keen. Let me finish my ale at least. Just one more thing and we're done for the night. Ringing the end of the day and closing the taverns.
Isn't it still a bit early?
I don't know how it was in Skalitz, but here in Rattay we close up at this hour. Except, of course, during fairs and big festivals. Then we don't close at all.
I see. Should I go and ring the bell?
If you wouldn't mind, the bell is hanging outside the rat house. Ring 3 times, then go to the Trader's Tavern by the market square and make sure the innkeeper closes up.
I'll do that.
Before I forget, it's forbidden to walk in Rattay at night without a torch. Here, take this one.
What am I to do? The poor wretch whose home was burned to ashes by Sigismund's hordes.
Good day to you.
Dear people, don't leave us all waiting to starve. I could die of shame to be reduced to begging. What am I to do?
I'm not surprised. Betty was always good with her hands.
You're right there.
And the canon of St. Wenceslas in Olomouc was so drunk, he dragged the pig to the market square, saddled it up, and rode it out of the town gate. No, we can see that this wasn't going to end well. So, Sir Peter and I rode off to look for the good canon on his pig.
Did you find him?
We tracked the filthy beast down to a sty beyond Cronau. I mean, the beast with a tonsure on its head. We never found the real pig, but the Reverend was sound asleep in the pigsty.
Birds of a feather stick together. It seems the same goes for pigs and prelates. I toast, gentlemen, to pigs and prelates.
God save their bacon.
Sir Hans, forgive my intrusion, but I need...
Oh, but what? You want to join us? Want to buy us around? I'm afraid we don't drink with peasants. You're not in your village now, boy.
No, sir. Curfew's been rung. The alehouse is closing.
Nothing closes while I'm sitting here. If that's all, you're dismissed.
Are you out of your mind, lad? You can't cross his lordship. He's got a temper like a bear with gut ache. If I was you, I'd get lost before he shows it.
The bailiff instructed me to close the tavern at the proper hour. He doesn't want anyone disturbing the peace after curfew.
The bailiff? The bailiff can kiss my arse. I trust you haven't forgotten who's the rightful lord of Rattay.
No, it's Sir Hannes.
Oh, is he here? What, is he hiding under the table, maybe? No! Then what he wants isn't worth a fart in a bathhouse. And besides, he's only in charge till I grow up.
Which clearly hasn't happened yet.
Enough! You can't talk to me like that. I'm a nobleman.
Come now, sirs. You're not going to fight here, are you?
We most definitely are. This yokel needs to be taught his place.
I'll be back in 2 shakes.
That'll teach you how to talk to your parents. Go on, your
Crucifix! What in the name of Christ is happening here? Hell? Answer me, damn you!
This peasant insulted me. I had to teach him a lesson.
By rolling around in the mud like a hog? That's a fine example of noble conduct.
Sir Hannes, the bailiff ordered me to...
Silence! You shut your mouth and thank your lucky stars that you are Radzig's ward. Have you gone out of your mind? Raising your hand to a nobleman? And you, Hans, how many times have I told you that drinking with your subjects might be good for their morale, but it's bad for your honor? You spend all your days drinking and chasing wenches, which wouldn't matter if you paid any attention at all to your duties. And now we see what that leads to. Tomorrow, you will go with me to a hearing. Some landowners have asked me to settle a dispute. It'll be an excellent lesson for you.
I had planned to go hunting, but if you think listening to the pointless gripes of a bunch of old fools will benefit me, so be it.
Oh, hunting. Well then, Your Grace, I'll tell you what. You can go hunting.
Really?
Oh, naturally. Who am I to deprive the young Lord Capon of his sport? And you can take Henry here as your page.
Well, him? Absolutely not.
You'll do as I've commanded. It's time you learned how to lead people, and not just in drinking and brawling. Now get out of my sight.
Sir, I have responsibilities of the bailiff.
Not anymore. Your responsibilities now are the Lord Capon. It's time you learned how to behave in the presence of nobility. Let's go. Tell the kitchen I'm hungry. It's been a long journey.